Full moon blessings, soul travelers, and welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. So we are in this full moon eclipse energy, and I decided to do a reading for us today using the animal totem cards. We're going to tap into the message and see what is coming up for us, because I really feel like with this blood moon energy, this is really calling to like our generational bloodline type of, you know, curses, if you will, things that we're really working to break. This is a great transformational time energy wise. So this is really a time that we can transcend a lot of these things that we've been dealing with for a long time. The really difficult things like relationships, you know, and money and different things like that. We can really take this opportunity to take great strides or move in great strides at this time. All right, so we're going to look into the Oracle of the Animals cards to get our main message, and then I've got our Moonology manifestation cards where we're going to clarify some past, present, and future energy, and also get, you know, what is the main aspect of what's happening in, you know, right now at this time, and what Spirit's trying to help you with. Okay, so we'll take a look at all of that. And then we will get into the Good Karma Tarot cards and see what the cards are coming out for the tarot to clarify our Moonology cards a bit more, because this is definitely a great time of manifestation, and we don't want to be confused about what that is up in our heads, right? Dealing with a lot of burdens and stuff. So we're going to figure out what are these burdens and what are these, you know, difficulties and challenges that perhaps could be blinding us and holding us back, right? From being able to have that equal give and take with the energy, with money, or whatever it may be, you know. But in this case, we have the Six of Pentacles coming out, or Six of Coins. So this could be definitely burdens around money is what I'm seeing immediately coming up. We're then going to get into our what are these called? Inner F and Peace cards. I had to think about it for a minute, guys. Excuse me. All right, so this one says, to become more fluid, add wine. Interesting, so do be careful with that. But to chill, try an ice cube. So maybe we need to just chill and not be so crazy, you know, and up in our heads about whatever this situation may be for us. We're going to tap into it, though, and find out. Lovers Oracle cards are going to give us our main energy at the end and advice for love moving forward for this full moon eclipse energies. Okay, guys, so I will be putting out your readings in the next day or two, and these are going to be around the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Colette Baron Reed cards. These are going to be showing us what are we individually as a sign perhaps dealing with and working on understanding better, or needing to understand better about ourselves, perhaps to be able to move forward in this transformational energy in the best way possible, right? Okay, so these are general readings, may not resonate with everyone, but if this does resonate with you, do hit the like button, and also if you'd like more clarification around it, reach out to me for a personal reading at venusianways.org. And also, guys, do keep in mind that I am going to be putting out a course. Now, I am an ordained and initiated priestess, so I am definitely one that would be, if you could say, you know, better or best to help teach you about things, specifically spiritually speaking, you know what I mean? And tarot is one of those things, and definitely I would love to help you to be able to read the cards and get those messages for yourself if that's what you'd like to do. All right, so look for the details of that coming, and then let us bring in the energies of this reading. So do watch your ears. Thank you, angels, ancestors, way showers, guides. We honor you, animal spirit. Bring through the message that the collective most needs to hear at this time. Take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths and relax, relax, relax. Beautiful. Guys, you are so amazing. Just remember that no matter what is going on, we always have the ability to transcend it, because you know, a lot of things that I'm learning in the birthing process, it's like you know, to be able to have a positive birthing experience, it's like we determine that. Same thing in life, you know, whatever we want to create, recreate, whatever the case may be, it's always about being, you know, calm and understanding that we do have the power to make that transformation and that change in our lives, right? We just have to believe in ourselves, because we absolutely are the creators of anything that happens in our lives, you know, our pain, our pleasure, all of it. So once we start to really realize that, and we know that we can have the power to direct that in positive ways, we can absolutely start doing so. Let's see what the animal spirits are for us today, or the main one coming out, and what the message is for this full moon eclipse. Show us for the collective, please. Thank you guys for the patience with the introduction. You're so amazing. Okay, so coming out today, elephant and greatness. This is a time to address that white elephant in the room. What is that thing that is keeping you from stepping into your greatness, into your power? Because elephants are very much powerful, but I think about those stories about elephants that are in captivity, if you will, and like in the circuses, and they, no matter how mighty they are, you know, they've been conditioned from a young age that they can't escape, when absolutely they could, right? So this could be an energy of you feeling like you're trapped and that you can't move, even though clearly anybody from the outside looking in would say, what's stopping you? You literally can just break this string, pull up this, you know, peg in the ground that's keeping you, you know, here, because it literally isn't. You just think in your mind that you don't have the ability to move, right? So hummingbird miracles, and hummingbirds move in all directions. In fact, they're the only bird that can move backwards. So this is pretty cool. This is saying you actually have the ability to move in any direction that you want to. You know, you just have to be willing to step into that role, into what you know is truly best for you. So the energy of elephant and greatness says, love is your strength, leadership is your path, your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You may overcome, and you can overcome any problem, and you will naturally and easily achieve success. This is you. This is you in your greatness, in your power, all right? And this is what you're being asked to step into. If you are not taking steps at this time, maybe you know you need to go a different direction, under it, over it, whatever you need to do. But what matters is that you succeed. Sea otter and happiness. Yes, happiness is definitely on the table here, and this is at the crux with those puffin there, the birds, you know, that speaks of partnership in these cards. The sea otters talks about family and sticking together and being there for one another, you know, and this could be around, you know, relationships, maybe feeling stuck in a relationship, in one that, you know, is not equally give and take, since we did see that Six of Pentacles come out, right? And so this is an energy of, you know, needing to understand perhaps what is the best move for you, and that you're not stuck, most importantly, that you have the ability to choose at any point what is best for you. You know, sometimes we just don't want to go through what's necessary to make that change, right? That's really what it comes down to the majority of the time. So elephant, are we going to step up to our greatness? This is what this card is asking today. So elephant says, they are the mightiest land mammals, and nothing can stand in the way of their determination and strength. Elephant medicine helps us to break down any barriers that might hold us back from success. So stop holding yourself back, is what Spirit is saying. Elephants are a symbol for good luck and prosperity. So if you've seen an elephant, or you have an elephant in your home, these are all great signs that all you got to do is to start taking those steps, one step at a time, right? Before you know it, you're there. Elephants are a symbol of good luck and prosperity. They have a thick skin, and little things do not bother them. So elephant teaches us to let go of petty irritations and focus on what matters. Elephants are matriarchal, so baby elephants are welcomed with squeals and tears. The entire group raises the young elephants elephants live long lives, and the females stay together for life. Males leave the herd when they reach adulthood and often form their own groups. If you are an elephant person, you are a take charge individual. You are happy to lead. You are gregarious and generous and less provoked to anger. If elephant is your totem, you have the fine mind and are a lifelong learner. Your strong sense of smell makes you very discerning, so you could have a very good sniffer, you know, either literally or for figuring things out. Whoops, excuse me. May all your friends be loyal and true. Call upon elephant to enhance these traits in you, and may you become the leader you were born to be. Taking charge is your natural gift, and your wisdom and gentle strength will inspire everyone around you. So you could have even children, since I was talking about that matriarchal. You could be a female. You could have children. You know, in any case, it's like wanting to set that example for your children, right? To let them see that you are successful in life, that you know that you have the ability to create that happiness or to be happy, you know, to move and to do things in a way that helps to bring good things into your life, teaching them that they have control over their own lives, you know, and that they don't have to, you know, go by one set of way of doing things or dynamic, you know. This is a time that we really want to support, you know, if we do have kids, helping them to see how they can be strong and powerful in their own right. You could have a son, since it spoke about that particularly, you know what I mean, and teaching him to be a good man, you know what I mean, and to be a leader and things of that nature. So let's see what energies are coming out for the past around all of this. What do we need to know? What's the main energy around all of this? All right, so we got release control. So somebody was definitely having too much control in this situation with Taurus and the bull energy. I was going to say I thought I saw a scale in the middle, but this is all about getting things balanced out. You see how it's with that, you know, sectioning half and half there. It's like, you know, get off the fence. Funny how there's a fence there too. But it's like, get off the fence and stop trying to control everything. Just figure out what it is that you really want in this situation is really what I'm mostly getting, all right? All right, so what's going on? How do you feel about the situation, or what are you thinking about the situation? What's on your mind? Think it through. So this is definitely, again, a time to balance this out. It could be dealing with Gemini or Taurus energies, but you really need to think about this before you make a move, whatever this is that you're dealing with, you know, but you need to be happy overall. That's what needs to be the important aspect of this, since happiness did come out. All right, and we have make time for self-love. So Libra energy coming out again with that half and half energy. And it's interesting how it's the different ways in which it's halved. You know, here it's like diagonally, here it's like up and down. I feel like that balance is coming more in for you. Moving through this, you are starting to understand, you know, on a basic level what it is that you need to do for yourself. And then for the future, forgiving is going to be very important for you with this situation, whatever it is. Could be dealing with the Pisces as well, but in any case, it's like not loving yourself enough perhaps to think things through to begin with, and then, you know, feeling like as a result there needs to be this, you know, domineering energy. But what's Spirit trying to help you with this? What is Spirit trying to help you with in regards to this? There's definitely been a, you know, I think you've known for a while perhaps what you've wanted to do with this situation, but, you know, forgiving yourself is a form of self-love. Forgiving yourself for perhaps not thinking something through clearly before you got into it, and then feeling like, you know, now you're trapped, but when in fact that you're not. You know, we're never stuck. It just may be a little tougher, you know, leaving than staying perhaps, you know. Last quarter moon, Virgo, attend to the details. So Spirit's trying to help you to get this all balanced out. Look at that. That's beautiful energy coming through here after all these cards. You know, where it feels like you've really had to pray about this situation. And Spirit's saying, the more that you can pay attention to what's important, not get distracted like that elephant energy was talking about, you know, really think about things before you do them. Even if this isn't in love, you know, it's really about understanding that you can't control the, you know, outcome of the entirety of how it plays out. But of course you have a hand in it, you know what I mean? So knowing your worth is going to be very important. More Taurus energy coming out here today. And Taurus is the energy that this moon is in. So the main things to really be aware of with the Taurus energy: first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. And then this one with new moon in Taurus, know your worth. So release control and know your worth are going to be very important. Push through any insecurity with Cancer coming out on the top here. All right, so any of these energies you could be dealing with, or they could be in your chart. And especially if you have Taurus in your chart, pay attention to the messages that came out in regards to all of this. So it's like forgiving yourself, you know, if it's about things that you haven't been able to accomplish, that you've wanted to aspire to. It's like, you know, allow yourself to forgive yourself for not following through, perhaps, and doing what you needed to do. If it's about a relationship that you've known for a while that you need to get out of, that it's not serving you, that this person isn't supportive, you know, that kind of thing. Again, forgive yourself for not taking care of it sooner, for not being stronger, whatever the case may be, right? Because beating ourselves up never, that's control, you know? So what's this release control energy with Taurus? What do we need to know, please? And this one fell on the forgiveness card. Yeah, again, not seeing, right? Not using your intuition. This is a big part of what gets us into trouble to begin with, is not trusting ourselves. Knowing perhaps that you weren't receiving what it is that you really wanted, but maybe like accepting an offer anyway, kind of thing. Six of Wands in reverse, definitely that wasn't successful. All right, so again, it's like, think it through, be careful, be aware, you know, so you don't end up being in this situation where you're worrying, confused. 1717 coming out. What about think it through? What do we need to know about this? Yeah, this is something that's a new perspective on what you've been dealing with, you know, seeing things a different way, how they can be a different way, allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to love yourself. Look at that. Oh, she is so happy with her crown on, enjoying her cup of love, self-love that is, because it does say make time for that here for you, you know, and pat yourself on the back when you have accomplishments and do well. Yeah, you're getting a new perspective to get yourself out of this situation, whether this is something that's affected your health, and you're getting out of that bad health, financial health, whatever the case may be. This is you getting a new perspective, really thinking about things so you can avoid, you know, being up in your head, knowing what's going to be the right decision for you, so that you, again, don't get stuck in these situations to begin with. Make time for self-love. What do we need to know about this? This is in the immediate, what we're needing to do. Two of Cups, yeah. If we are in a relationship, this is, you know, one where it needs to be an equal give and take. If this is a relationship with ourselves, this needs to be where we're giving to ourselves and we're making sure, with this self-love is what I'm going to say, is that we're giving ourselves enough love, making enough time for ourselves, doing some special things for ourselves so that we have that balance in place. You know what I mean? All right, and the Fool energy, yeah, why not take a chance on yourself for once? Love yourself, take care of yourself, because we are so much happier in that energy when we're not having to be defensive with the Seven of Wands in reverse, all right? Because otherwise it's like standing your ground, always having to be defensive, and nobody wants to have to be in that energy all the time, right? We can't step into our greatness that way. What do we need to forgive here? So we have the Hermit in reverse. perhaps, you know, needing to forgive ourselves for, you know, again, you know, this is not taking that time out that we need, not thinking it through, not getting to ourselves and really being clear on what it is, you know, that we're giving to, and if it's giving to us, you know, equally. Jesus, if I can get these cards to work. Pisces energy with this, right? Once again, we need, again, that parting of the sea. We need that balance, though, to be able to do that. And in our relationship, regardless, whatever it is, we've got to have that balance within ourselves. Again, to be able to reach that point of greatness and understanding within ourselves of that, we have to calm ourselves down and remember who it is that we really are. And when we don't spend enough time with ourselves, we're not loving ourselves, quite honestly, because spending time alone, you know, being in that meditative place, allowing yourself to be with your thoughts, you know, to work through situations and whatnot, it will get you, you know, confused and things of that nature. We had several cards come out here. Ooh, too many. But it is affecting your energy quite a bit, you know, as far as being balanced by not forgiving yourself, you know, perhaps for losing your connection by, you know, getting caught up in situations where you thought that things were good, perhaps, but maybe you weren't trusting and needing to get more information, you know, from that higher perspective. 2112 here. This is that higher learning, education, if you will. Hierophant is all about commitment from a higher perspective. And it also can mean marriage or be speaking of marriage as well. You know, but this is causing a lot of conflict, a lot of power struggles, either within yourself or with others. Attend to the details. What do we need to know about this? This is about stepping into your greatness. This is about manifesting all that you really want. We've got to be fully present, not just, you know, peeking around the corner, maybe always having to be aware of something that could potentially destroy, you know. It's like always having to be aware of perhaps something coming back to bite you. That's what I get with this energy, quite honestly. You know, it's like even if that elephant escapes, it's going to feel like a convict, you know, for the rest of its life kind of thing. Never being able to truly be happy. And maybe that's how you feel, you know, like you're never going to be able to break this cycle of the way things have been. But don't give up hope. Don't stop looking. Don't stop believing. Your wave is coming in. You've got to believe it. Spirit is helping you with that, breaking all of these karmic cycles, because that's what's in the middle here. What is Spirit helping you with? All right? To attend to those details, to clear up all of that karma so that path can be clear for you. All right? And now, look, there's only 3 wands instead of 9. Victory. You know what I mean? So it's like you're moving in the right direction, but it's always darkest before the dawn, is it not? Yeah, absolutely. So don't lose hope is really what I see Spirit saying here right now. Things may be shaken up a bit right now on the home front. King of Wands in reverse energy, and maybe it was around a love situation, you know, and you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But in any case, this is all about you, I feel, being at a point where you're ready to, you know, put all of this behind you, because you do get to a point where enough is enough, you know, when you have dealt with enough stuff in your life. Unfortunately, that tends to happen once we're older, but if the sooner you can catch it, the better, for sure. What does the Inner F and Peace cards have for advice? We have You Be You. It brings up that song for me. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Something like that. Anyway, practice radical acceptance. Yeah, understanding and knowing who you are, knowing how awesome you are, right? And that you don't have to settle for less, more or less is what I'm hearing here. Regardless of what it is, money, love, the life that you're currently leading, it's time to be who you truly are, all right? So Sit down and shut up, because, in other words, you need to meditate. You need to get to the heart of the matter. And we were just talking about that in a reading the other day. And maybe that heart of the matter is a talk with yourself or a talk with Jesus, whatever the case may be. But it's really getting to that place where you understand who you truly are. 2442, I just saw on the timer. And you have that balance with the 6 energy, equal give and take, between you and spirit, between you and whoever or whatever you may be dealing with. All right, so let's see what is coming out for love advice today, please. For our collective, we have the energy of friendship coming out here today. Friendship says nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve, right? Be your own best friend. And also, when you get in these connections with people, make sure you're friends before you're lovers. You know what I mean? Make sure that that person truly has your back, if you will, before you really commit. All right, we have this energy. You may be separated right now because this energy says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I do feel like this person could be thinking about you right now. You know, that separation could be great for them, if you will. And also with this energy of, you know, working out the the forgiveness. You know, you're parting those seas. The olive branch is there because you are ready to move on to those calmer waters and away from all of this past energy is what I'm really feeling if you're resonating with this. And New Beginning says a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So this is about you really living that life. You know, what do they say? Living the dream. Yeah, let's really do that and be ourselves so we can truly be happy and live out that greatness. Address that white elephant in the room, all right? And you will find yourself in that life that you truly love. Blessings to you for your week ahead. Do look out for that tarot course that I'm going to be promoting. I would love to see you there and help you to learn how to read for yourself. I will see you guys soon. Do have a beautiful, blessed full moon eclipse moving ahead this week, and I will be out soon for your readings, okay? Coming up on this 11/11 portal. See you soon. Bye for now.